YouTube above average Cody, and in my own gameplay on Halo Infinite Ranked, I've been really working on knowing when to push and when not to push, kind of using how many teammates or enemies are up on the map. And today we're going to go through some VOD review that I have ready to go, and we're going to do it with a little bit of a twist. So basically what we're going to do each time I spawn up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what I think the right move would be in this situation, and then we're going to see what we do in game to kind of see how it goes. And the reason I selected this game, guys, is so generally when I stream, I run ranked games for 2 hours straight, right? And by the end of that session, I start to like turn my brain off, and I'm not exactly making the right decisions. I'm not paying as much attention to what is going on around me on the map. So I picked the final game from Saturday's stream where I really struggled. And although I went positive, we ended up winning the game. We're just going to see what decisions could have made this gameplay a little bit better, especially working around that focus of when to push or when not to push. Anyways, guys, hit that subscribe button, throw a thumbs up on the video, and let's dive in to this VOD review. So we're going to start right off the rip here on spawn, and just kind of, we'll go through like my normal setup. So we'll go through like we will a normal VOD review, and then just kind of see what's going on. And we're going to we're going to hyper focus on the kills around the map. So I kind of go here bottom control. I'm kind of just feeling this out because I die all the time here in control. I don't want to be an early death here. So I get all the way through to C plat. We have one teammate down. So we are already in the disadvantage here. Teammate gets a kill. It's 3-3 on the map now. And I see two people just kind of beelining for my homies up here, and we have two dead. So I make the choice to just push out on these kids. I get one kill, and then I slide out a little too quickly, and I barely lose the gunfight on this fella with the hopes that my teammates will clean them up here. So he is the only one alive right now with three people spawning up. And guys, this is kind of, the reason I want to go off the start here is this is kind of what should be going through your head in-game if you are trying to work on this specifically. So when we spawn up here, we're going to pause it and see where we need to go. So now we have one teammate dead. So we have two teammates dead, me and this teammate right here, right? So we're only two up. So when I spawn up, I'm going to see where my teammates are. And one more actually died, so it's just me and one other person up, and I am fresh spawn, right? And we are on point side of the map. So we know they are going to be attempting to take the fights towards us and kind of spawn us out because they want that objective. So in this situation, knowing I only have one teammate up, and judging from where these two teammates died, I think we can even see one enemy here. Taking in this information, I want to just live up glass. If I push out here, this is instant death. So I would maybe like to hold like long haul area, maybe save my two grenades and try to live up top glass, throw some nades right here so I don't get pushed out. I think that's probably the best decision. So let's see what I choose to do here. I push out. Three enemies in my line of sight here. I see that that's bad news. The teammate back here dies. And now I would like to just get out. Get out and just live up because I know they are going to push me. I was just shooting across the map. They know I am there, and this fella just pushed in and killed him. So let's see what I choose to do here. I believe I just stay. Yep, I stay up here, and he flies right in. He gets the overkill. And the biggest problem with this play here, not just him getting the kill tack. So I said that I would have liked to back up glass and put nades, maybe hold this position. I could have potentially killed this fella. Instead, with how quick this teammate that was up when I spawned died, he dies almost instantly right here. So I am the only player up on my team with three teammates in the respawn. I need to control where I spawn my teammates and make sure we are in the best position to kind of get four up and start fighting. Instead, when I die here, not only am I spawning my teammates long haul, and well, they're kind of spawning us here because they're spread out across the map. They know where I am, they push me, and I just open the door for him to just push in and get to our spawners, and that's what he does, and that's what just gives him a free kill tack there. Awful play on my part, off just that one little decision, guys, and this is why we're going through this VOD review the way that we are. So right now, two people spawn up, and one actually dies right off spawn. So I'm up, and I have one teammate up, and they are all over the objective. So it's safe to assume that this only teammate up over here is going to be taking some fights. So off this knowledge, I just want to stay put. I want to stay put and just get four up on the map. Maybe peek this doorway, get a little bit of information, but I really don't want to fly out too far. We have to get four up. We have to be a full team here on the map. Instead, I'm bot walking right towards the point, and teammate actually wins a fight here, guys. So it's actually 2-3 on the map currently with our teammates about to spawn up. I get some good damage here on back point, and I'm able to get a kill. So I don't actually hate this, but the big point was when this teammate here that was alive long haul got that kill. So I'm actually not too upset about this because now I can maybe just get some control on this side of the map, which I try to do. I'm pretty much just trying to put us in a position to spawn on red here, which is where we are spawning now. So this is going good. So let's see how this plays out. And I just gave us the disadvantage on the map now. He definitely knew I was up there with the shock, obviously. And now he's going to push in. And now we're 2 dead. So me kind of opening the door there again. Just cannot go down so easily. Got to go down with a bit more of a fight. Be a bit more unpredictable in the spot. But I did like my decision there off spawn. It's not exactly what I thought would be the right decision, but it happened to work out really well. So off spawn here. We have 1 teammate dead, and we do not have control on that side of the map. Right here, I definitely think a similar play could be good because this fellow looks like he might be going to jump mid-box there. So if I come here, get some cross shots, we might be able to get a pick while our last enemy spawns up, but we do not just want to sprint in towards the point. Let's see what we do here. Oh, no, and one pushes right around the corner. That's so, again, I made the play that I thought was good there. I just got completely surprised here, and I just panicked and jumped. I don't believe I meant to hit my jump key there. I have been struggling on the scuff and not playing on my elite lately. So that's just really unfortunate. But see, it's plays like that really kind of throw things off because, see, not only so Cycle here was able to trade me out, but then he goes down, so now it's 2-3 on the map, and we're at a pretty big disadvantage. So 2-3, you can see teammate there is kind of just waiting for us all to spawn up, and I think I just caught a glimpse of one of our teammates just flying in. Yeah, one of our teammates is literally just, do not push this, guys. We just did a big VOD review on pushing into 1v2s. This is a horrible push. While teammate here is kind of waiting for everybody to spawn up. Everybody's not on the same page right now. So now we have our 1 teammate up that was down by the pistol spawn there, and now I am spawning triples. Realistically, depending on where our other teammates spawn is probably where it would dictate where I push from. But regardless, I'd probably like to get up long haul here. I really don't want to leave this kid alone. But I would probably go long haul, right? Because if they leave long haul open and I'm alone, I can just get up glass and provide some cover across the map for my teammates to make a push. It doesn't make sense to push all the way through control and then all push from the same side around. So I think getting some long haul control here, kind of maybe peeking out and carefully pushing it is maybe the right play for me here. So let's see what I actually end up doing. And we do have teammates spawning up control. I give this fella a lot of damage into me. And see, the problem with this is now I'm one shot, so I can't push this the way I would, but I do turn out and see that it's safe. And point just actually changed here. So I get my long haul control, they get P1, and we have them 2 dead. So we have the advantage. It's time for us just to set up. If I can just hold long haul here, maybe even get up glass, I'd like that. But glass is really... And what I did here, guys, and why I was going to say glass is risky is because if that other teammate pushes up, we're going to spawn them near the hill. So you can see here, when I go towards glass, I see this teammate pushing into red, so I'm going to get out as quickly as possible because I am trying to control the spawns in our favor. And they spawn... Actually, he might have just been back there and he just pushed me out. Maybe if I get out sooner, it could have been, but that was one of those really awkward situations. I didn't really like to see where teammate was pushing. So now we're actually spawning up by glass, and I'm going to get the cross shots that I kind of want here. I fly out for Camo. I don't know if that's necessarily a good play. Again, I was P6 at the time of this, guys, so yeah, I can make those cheeky fly out plays, but I don't think that was the right decision there. So here... Since I have a teammate right here down below, I'm probably going to go push out control because I just got a pick on Camo, and we are 4 up here on the point. So we can kind of do whatever we want and kind of anticipate where the push is coming from. I don't like that if I push this way, we're not going to eat up much of the map. But if we can just put them in the respawn screen one more time, we could potentially capture this hill. So I'm going to push out and try to figure out where the spawners are coming from. And you can see I'm kind of hesitating there. I definitely feel like they're going to be coming from control. And I'm just living up long haul. And they actually push down below. So I actually like how slow I'm playing here, but they did just push right into the action. They did end up getting Camo. That's very unfortunate. I think Camo might have actually dropped when I killed that fella. I don't believe he popped it. That's being really unaware on my part here. Let's go back to this Camo kill. So there's active Camo. He picks it up. And I kill him very quickly and do not even check for the Camo. Oh my god. I told you guys, at this point in my play session, I start to turn my brain off. That is a horrendous play. I think I might have even assumed that maybe teammate was going to go grab it, but he also didn't check it. Oh my god. And then we just let Camo completely break down this hold. That is so unfortunate. Absolute, just very unaware plays there. So they just took over point. They basically wiped us all out. We might have one up right now, and we spawn A. So let's kind of get a lay of the land here. So we're 4 up, kind of spread around the map. One teammate here, one top control. I'd honestly like to push bottom control and see if we can maybe get a pick, because it doesn't look like anyone's pushed out glass. So I think we can just make like a 4-man push here, but we need to time it up enough where these two can get like in and give us some team shots here. But also this fella up here I see pushing pretty quick. So my goal is to get here and try to shoot at the same time with him. And so pushing into the situation, another thing to note here is how much time there is on point. We are very close to capturing this. So even if we can get a pick or two from the front of the hill, we might just want to hop on it and try to rotate it out here. So we push in here, and here are those team shots that I'm able to line up here with top control there. And now I'm going to move in and see how much more damage I can get in. I actually get right into an engagement with this fella, and I wait here, and I'm kind of just trying to live up. I really don't think this is the right play here. I should be pushing in to try to help these fellas secure this point. But RC here actually flies in and is able to cap the point. So what I should be doing here, since I just backed out, lived up, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to successfully regen here, I need to be thinking next point. I need to be very aware. Right now, it doesn't really matter how many are up. I believe there's 2 enemies up, and I'm last. I need to just do what I can to kind of influence the spawns, because there are so many players in the respawn screen right now. I need to do what I can to kind of spawn my teammates in a good position for the next hill. And in this gameplay, I do not think I realized that we capped the hill. I was so focused on what was going on here, because I then chow out, and I'm waiting because I know they're back here, and I end up getting the kill. And although this looks like a nice play for face value, all I did was spawn us on the opposite side of the map from the point. Just something to be very aware of. But again, it only barely happened with a split second there where teammate died on hill, but he was able to cap it. But I need to be aware and kind of operate off what is going on, because I could have easily spawned us. They might have still gotten that glass spawn, but I could have snuck into A, and we could have had a quick pinch, while this Zach fellow that I just killed right here could have been left back here, and he might have been slow on the rotation. So we could have pushed a 4v3 with the advantage, while this fella is kind of, he's up on the map, but he's not really in a position to do much. So a bit of a disadvantage there. So now we're posted up. We have one dead here, and I choose to grapple up and push because I want to catch them off guard, because I know we have the advantage. So I'm able to get one more kill here. And now I'm just going to push into A to do my best to block the spawns. Teammate also pushes in towards hill. So now we just successfully flip the map. We have 2 enemies dead, and they are going to be spawning on the other side of the map. So right now we kind of want to find out where those other 2 players that are up are. And I'm kind of just staring over hill, and one actually sneaks through here, bottom A. And I unfortunately lose the gunfight. Now, I want to talk about how when you guys paint the picture of the spawners, how you should kind of go about it, because I do it very wrong here, right? So as I pointed out here, when I get this kill, and then I believe my teammate gets another kill here, there's 2 dead, right? They have a 2v4 disadvantage on the map. They are going to be spawning C-plat, maybe a control spawn if they're very, very lucky, but with us spread out here, we need to know what's going on with the spawns, and that is where they are going to spawn. Now, I believe there are no gunshots going on right now. Nobody here is actively fighting. So they are either going to come long haul. They could maybe shoot us from top control and come mid-box jump, but that seems like an unlikely push they would make. Or they're going to come from A here, right? They're going to come through bottom control or top control towards A. So me standing here kind of being like, and looking at point, dumb play. I need to know where they're coming from. Teammates are pinging up. They know it. I now know it. And now I'm late here, and I obviously end up losing this gunfight. When you guys see the advantage come in, and you see where the spawns are likely to come in, because look at where all of your teammates are, you need to instantly know your job. I am on the A side of the map. They're going to come from, there's a potential for them to come from control towards A. I need to just look A. I can't be doing this looking around, because when you are staring at a doorway and an enemy walks into it, you are going to get first bullet, and you are going to either win that gunfight or you're going to back them off, and that is what you have to do. Instead, I make the slow play, the hesitation, my brain's turned off. Dumb play. Correct play would have been to meet this fella here very, very quickly, and you guys can't see my face in the webcam, but I was quite upset actually with how that play went down here. So I put my teammates in disadvantage now. He gets another kill, so now we are 2 dead, and we are probably going to get... Oh, we actually get the glass spawns because they did not wrap, so they went full push through A. So although they're getting point time and we're at the disadvantage, we're actually spawning pretty close to the hill. And although A is a pretty good hold for this hill, we can certainly do a lot of work if we're spawning up this way. And now we are 3 dead here. 1, 2, 3. All dead. All my teammates are in the respawn screen. I need to just wait for them to spawn up. They do not necessarily know that I spawned up here yet, right? They're going to assume that I'm on the other side of the map in long haul or something, just waiting for my teammates to spawn. So I'd like to see myself just hold this position, maybe wait and see if one pushes me and try to get the pick, and just wait for my teammates to spawn up. And I actually see one with damage, so I get the pick. We're still spawning glass. And you guys can see that's pretty much what I did, is I'm just sitting here holding the position, which I am really happy with. So now I have one of them in the respawn screen. We get 4 up. It's a 4v3 on the map currently. And teammate actually dies to a grenade out in the middle because Camo's coming up. That's pretty unfortunate. I get one in my vision here. I'd like to get up and look over Camo potentially. Instead, I jump out for that shock rifle and just die here. That's so unfortunate here. Like, you guys can see how unaware I'm playing. Even though I might be thinking about enemies being up and down, it's like... So I do check it briefly, and then I see them, and I don't drop down or anything. I just jump. Just an absolute not heads-up play at all. So now you can see I'm pulling up the scoreboard. It is 4 up, 3 up, which, by the way, guys, is a great way to tell how many enemies are up or down. So... teammates are pushing. They have 2 kills. 2 kills. I'm watching them respawn screen. Wherever I spawn up, I want to get to the action as quickly as possible so that it can be a 4v2 on the map, and we play with the full advantage. 3 dead now. We have to get over and hold these favorable spawns. I know they're spawning control, so I'm going to look up there. I don't have to push it. I want to keep the spawns over there for now. I can just look at them, put shots in, back them off. I do not want 4 enemies pushing me at full health. Put some damage in. I drop down. I still know where they're spawning. And now I'm making a push. We have 1 teammate die, and this is exactly what I didn't want to see, because now I pushed in. I left everybody on the hill to die, and we're back to phase 1. We're literally back to phase 1. I should not have pushed in there. I should have just done what I said. I know where they are. I can just stay here and keep shooting up at them and fighting, maybe even rotate over and help my teammate on red, because it doesn't matter if they want to come C plat. Let them wrap all the way around. We have so much hill progression, I really don't need to stop them here, and I don't even do that even. I just fly right into the spawn. This is a terrible play. Do not push. Do not push. If you have the objective, the setup, you know where they're spawning, do not push. I don't know if I just had a big ego here or what. Being last game of my Halo stint here on stream, this was a very bad play to make. And obviously, I may not be punished with a death, but I am punished with my teammates losing the advantage on the map. And it's not their fault. It is absolutely my fault. And now I'm pushing with the disadvantage. And although I'm able to get a pick, I'm not really sure what to do here. I don't know where they're spawning. And this is how you get put in those really awkward situations. Now, I do make a good play here because I'm like, all right, I'm just going to back off and try to hold A. And the teammates are up and ready to fight. I get a good grenade kill there, and I feed this fella the death, or feed him a free kill here. So I should have just held the A spawns here, because now we're back to spawning glass, and this is just like, although I know I'm a diamond player, I'm feeding into like the kind of the way platinum lobbies play, because again, the moment I ran in and did like that, like right here, this is where I want to secure a spawn, right? I want to go right for A. Maybe there's one more back here, but I'd like to push through. Instead, I just hop point. I'm like, where are they? I'm getting shot in the back. Okay. Right here, I have the chance to stop pushing, kind of mend my bad decision, and just hold the A spawn. Instead, I just push back out, and although I get this nice kill, I get the kill here, and I'm just not helping my teammates get the advantage on the map. Because, again, although I get that nice grenade kill, we're 2 dead now. So we're in a 2v3 disadvantage again. So they're going to hop right back on the hill here. And you guys are kind of starting to see how these little like split-second decisions really change how the game is played and how you can literally just farm the information of how many are up and how many are dead to kind of point you in the right direction. This is kind of what I've been trying to paint in my viewer VOD reviews, and this is what I know I did really wrong in this gameplay. So right here, 2 teammates up, they get a kill, so it's probably 3-3 on the map right now, I believe. So we can maybe make a decent push here, but we don't want to go too crazy because they still have the favorable spawn here. So I'm going to hesitate and push left and then push right, and an enemy just pops out on me. And again, I get caught out in that very awkward situation. So making the split decision here, we were kind of both very unaware. I'm actually kind of surprised I spawned here with one right in front of me there. But to be honest with you, he could have been in the respawn screen, so me kind of just moving to the left there. I'm not sure if he went down. He did not, so he was kind of just roaming down below, which is actually a little strange. But I just have to be more ready and like be more confident with where I'm pushing. And if I'm going to push out, I can't just be like bot walking out like this with my reticle just pointed, because I'm kind of just assuming nobody's around me, and I miss the back smack, and I choke the gunfight altogether. Kind of just a whole cringe situation. And if you guys see the kill feed here, we actually end up going 2 dead. Might have even been 3 dead if I'm not mistaken. That's 1 teammate dead, 2 teammates dead. We are, in fact, 3 dead, so we are on the respawn screen, and we'll make this the final sequence we kind of go over here. So, I spawn back here. They almost have this hill completely locked, and with 1 more teammate dying, we're at the disadvantage. I'd like to see just leave this hill, go focus on the spawns for next, try to spawn Hemorrhage here as close to the next hill as possible, and just play for that next hill. Instead, I'm pushing towards A. We're now 2 dead. I'm still pushing in. Again, we have 2 dead. They have 1 dead. It's a 2v3. Now it's a 1v3, and then I just feed him the last kill, and now we're 4 dead. Just mindlessly pushing old hill. Need to be very aware of the point progress. Again, I clearly said what the easy decision was off spawn here, and that's to just leave the hill. Instead, I'm watching teammates die, I'm still pushing old, They get the hill. And now not only did I give them all the kills, they got the old hill. And by me rotating out of C like that, I basically did the trifecta of bad plays. I pushed old at a bad time. I gave them to death. And by doing that, or rotating off was actually the worst one. But if they start early rotating like they should have, because that was an easy grab for them, they're going to be all set up for this next hill already. And we don't get to, all we get to do is look at our respawn screen. So now it's 2v3 on the map. We had 2 teammates spawn up. And we actually did spawn close to hill, so they did not early rotate here. But now that they're pushing hill, we are actually spawning out. So basically, they didn't push early enough to block that spawn. So our 2 teammates actually spawned up right here. So as they started to push the hill, they spawned us back out. So this is pretty much a split spawn situation. So these 2 on hill have to live up or win fights the best they can, while we kind of try to get over and get some kills. Camo's also coming up in 4 seconds, so I lied. This will be the last sequence we go over here. So right here, I'd like to get out to a vantage point as quickly as possible, maybe somewhere I can get eyes on Camo, while also potentially helping my teammates, and really just, I need to shoot my gun here. I need to put in some good damage. I grab that green gun. I'm getting up out above Camo. There's one bottom control. I'm going to put in some shots. I see Camo got grabbed, so I'm going to see if I can get vision on him. And I actually do down below. I'm trying to find him, and I just drop and instantly die. When they have Camo, guys, do not just throw your life at it. You know, like, sometimes you just have to let it go. Because right here, we actually, again, watching that kill feed, we have the advantage. It is 4v3 on the map currently. If I just keep my vantage point, put in some shots, it's not a huge deal that they have Camo. He might be able to rat around, but we can spawn these guys out and still hold the advantage on the map. Instead, I tunnel vision to Camo. RC gets traded out. I could have pushed control and helped this teammate. Instead, I get selfish. I drop on Camo. I'm trying to find him, I get double teamed down below. And now it is 2-2 on the map, I believe. and teammate actually goes big and gets 2 kills, but you can just see how quickly I potentially gave the disadvantage there. It's good that teammate was able to clean this up, but me dropping in bottom mid was absolutely useless. Such a dumb play. And again, we're not just talking smart plays so that we don't look like idiots, but plays like this are what keep you in the respawn screen. Less kills, less damage, more deaths. All the things you do not want to have in the ranked arena is kind of what happens when you make these bad decisions. And I keep saying, guys, there's not a lot. The right decision is not always clear. There could be multiple decisions that put you in a good position to win the game, but there's almost always a wrong decision here, right? So in this situation, when we get this pick, it's 4v3 on the map, right? I could wrap back A and spawn them out glass side. That's an okay decision. I could back this fella down and then push him control and kind of get a pinch on these fellows control with RC here. That's a fine decision. I'd say the only really bad decisions are to push out in the open towards batteries, completely wrap through glass and just don't do anything, or just drop on camo. And of course, what do? I pick the clear wrong decision, right? So if I would have just let camo go, I would have had a free pass. We were actually spawning A. So if I wrapped A here, I could have came out this doorway, and I would have had free shots on these fellas because this camo guy was trying to move out this way to get out safe, right? And although it doesn't seem like a juicy decision in the moment, guys, just looking at that advantage and knowing what's going on, I can see where the higher percentage play is coming from. Instead, I operate off instinct, and I literally just hand them a free death, guys. And that's just, it's a very simple concept watching the kill feed, knowing how many are up, how many are down, when to push, when to not push, all that stuff. It's a very simple concept, and the info is always on your screen. But how you use it to guide your decisions can severely affect not only your own gameplay individually on the stat lines and things like that, but also the outcome of the game, obviously. And a lot can change based on, your teammates getting kills, so on and so forth. But you can't control your teammates. You have to focus on your individual gameplay. So the moral of the story here, guys, is focus on the numbers on the map, when to push, and always be thinking about how those spawns are and which side of the map. If you have to slow push and kind of not see anybody for a few seconds to hold the favorable side of the map, I'd much rather you do that than fly out in the open, guns blazing, dropping on somebody that just grabbed camo, and looking like an absolute buffoon like I do through most of this gameplay. But alrighty, guys, hopefully you guys took some stuff away. This was very much me trying to see where I go wrong when I turn my brain off, but also using it to kind of teach you guys when to push and when not to push, no matter the lobbies you guys are in. So hopefully you took something away from this. If you did, please leave a comment down below. But outside that, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Making our push for 10,000 subs this year. A lot of Halo content. Been streaming a little bit of MW3 here and there as well. So with that sub button, guys, leave a like on the video. Leave a comment. What'd you take away from it? I'm open to any criticism on my gameplay as long as it's not like, shoot your gun better. You play stupid. You're wrong, because give me some constructive stuff if you guys think you see something obvious in the gameplay, because any good feedback I do greatly appreciate. Just trying to get better, trying to help you guys get better, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Anyways, guys, channel membership, super thanks to League Sport monetarily. I need to buy myself an Elite controller because the scuff's just not doing it for me, but please do not feel like you have to. But alright, guys, this video was a little long, but hopefully you found it helpful. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next one.